little special treat for you, so just keep watching.
Alright, so what we have here is a filthy ZL1. It's raining outside. There's no rain on the forecast today, but you know, it's Tennessee. Fort Campbell area, it just does what it does. So we have a Corsa Extreme axleback system that we were going to install today. Originally I had the Borla attack system, the full 3-inch catback, on order. And I guess there's some problems with the valves and stuff like that. There's a lot of you guys who have done the research and maybe already know. But orders and everything have been pushed back. There's a long delay process. But you know, anyway, it is what it is. But you know, being impatient, I just decided to just try this instead. You know, it's half the cost. It's still expensive as hell. You know, especially for just sound. You know, for just a couple of mufflers, it's outrageous. But anyway, it is what it is. So we're going to do the install today. It should be pretty straightforward and easy. I've got some cutting tools, so it should be a walk in the park, hopefully. But anyway, I'm very interested to know what this is going to sound like in person. You know, videos don't, you know, they are what they are. Everybody uses different cameras and stuff like that. And they all sound different on the internet. But I'm filming this on a GoPro 5. So, you know, generally everything that I've filmed in the past, as you guys know, has been pretty true to sound, you know, in real life. But, you know, when I had the Mustangs, the Mustang before, you guys remember I tried out the Corsa Extreme, and I didn't like it. You know, it was just a little too high pitched for me. But that also used that double helix X pipe, where this, I'm just going to leave all of that alone. Still got the secondary cats are still here. So I think that I'll just leave them in place, and we're going to try this, and it should still be deep and throaty. I'm expecting it to be quite a bit louder though. But this is the Corsa Extreme. So Corsa has top-notch quality. You know, you got the tips, which are not nearly as nice as, you know, the factory tips that are on the car that are bezeled out, however you say it. But I do like the tips on the Corsa better than the Borla. But anyway, the mufflers are good, though the wells look nice. You know, pretty nice. They're not too bad. So I can give you a close-up here. So I've seen better, but you know, it whatever. It's going under the car. It's going to come with clamps and instructions. You know, very detailed stuff. And then, you know, of course, it's going to come with a sticker, your Corsa sticker, which is going to add at least 500 horsepower. So anyway, but we'll jump to it and start with the install. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is jack up the car and make sure it's safe. And then you're going to disconnect your NPP valves. They're up there and on the other side. And then you're going to get your tape measure and your marker. You're going to follow the instructions, and you're going to, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, you're going to mark your spots where you're going to cut, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, then you're going to take your cutting tool, and then we're going to get to work and cut those lines. But really, first you really want to support the rear muffler too, so it doesn't fall down. Alright, so then you're going to take your exhaust hangers loose on both sides, and then you have your bracket up here, which I believe is going to be a 15mm deep socket. You're going to take those loose, and then the muffler should drop. So everything's loose, and it's just going to pull this down. Let's see what a cold start sounds like with no mufflers. I'm just curious. That sounds beefy.
Alright, now we're gonna hang the muffler. Alright, so we're going to leave everything pretty much loose until we get everything kind of realigned. We'll tighten up. Alright, kind of tough to see, but yeah, pretty much everything is loose, and then we are doing the tips right now. I always recommend leaving the plastic on until you're complete, that we don't scratch anything, and you know, that'll be the final step, is removing that. Alright, there's the tips. Everything is done. I'm going to drop the car and then get a better look at it and see how it sounds. Alright, it's going to be the first cold start. Inside of the garage, so. Then I'll pull it outside, do it again. Very deep growl and lope to it. I'd say that it's so far about as loud, just kind of revving about, you know, 3,500 RPM, but yeah, just sitting there idling is night and day. Yeah, the tips still do look good. They're not flared out, but they're just as big. Corsa makes nice tips anyway. So far, I would say just from revving, right, just like it is, it may be a slightly more high-pitched than the stock MPP on this car. Maybe I don't. So far, just revving, I don't think that it's a whole lot more loud, but you know, it's brand new. Under throttle driving, yeah, we're gonna have to definitely check that out. I'm gonna let this rain go away a little bit, but anyway, stay tuned. I'll do a follow-up video in car, some exterior shots, drive-bys, and stuff like that. But so far, sounds good. And that, yeah, the idling, that was, it was really quiet, you know, before, but now it sounds like it should from the factory. I stand corrected. I had my wife rev it up and just listen to it idle. Yeah, I thought it was a little more high pitched. No, it's deeper. It's deeper, it's louder, it's got a grunt. I'm completely satisfied. Big thumbs up to Corsa. So, you know, the $2,000, $1,900 system from Borla, no, this is half the cost, and I'm completely satisfied. I haven't driven the car yet, but just revving it up like that, my God. So, yeah, huge difference. You know, like the Corsa Extreme on the Mustang, like I was talking about, was high pitched,
I kind of knew that I wouldn't like it as soon as I started it in all the Mustang videos, but this, God,